Hey. Oh heck, forgot the music. It's too quiet, I can hear my thoughts. There we go. Woke me up for a long, 'cause we've got golfing to do. Starting to get to the point where I want to make the best of my 3 hours because I just want to get right to it. Think everything's running. There's so many windows. Here we go. So I don't have too much planned today outside of just getting the power ring. I'm giving VocAlice point one another chance for today, but it's going back into the workshop soon. We'll see if it turns out any more stable. Because I'd prefer my rather coherent speech to not come out as word salad. Let's see if the store ever refreshed. It's still being delayed. The hey duck. VocAlice for that matter. Sigh, well, we'll see if the upgrades this week can do anything for it. It gets like sleepy when I don't say anything for a little bit of time. And then it takes an awful amount of time to wake up. I said hey duck, as soon as you got here, for reference. Hey, I'm doing okay. How are you two doing today? Streaming well for tonight. I just got started, so I don't know yet. But it's been fun. Just trying to work out a lot of both. This work out a lot of bugs, like that one. And yes, I'm a VTuber. Well, maybe a VTuber right now. I don't know where they draw the lines. But this is the best approximation of my real face, if that's what you mean. I'd say that's the case, duck, though VTubers have kinda been around longer. They didn't go by that name before though. Most of my base design was made by me, but youuuuuu helped a lot. Mommy drew the mini Alice you see here. Full size me is currently in progress. Am I an artist? I do art, yeah, not as much as I used to. I can actually pull up the main reference for myself, that I did if you'd like. I mean, we can hang out, it's what I'm here for. The main reference doesn't get sent anywhere though. I'll bring it up on stream though. How about chill out a little? I don't like the time pressure there. All good, but please don't try to make people do things in a hurry. Especially send out info or files. Got it. You're welcome. It's just basic politeness. It's good to know. So the power rain, I haven't got it yet. That's what tonight is going to be about. All we have left is some challenges that should be pretty easy. Tittle does sound like we have. Already I feel like you know the positivity of saying go get it tonight helps a lot. I'll see about it later. So for the money challenges we mostly just need to hit birdies, that's about it. Kind of just scored challenges in disguise. Whereas if you've ever managed to get like a Paul & Warner chip, and you're usually set. Okay, vocalizer, I don't know how you got most of that X3. I'm not sure if I ever say whereas. Maybe I should start. Should be pretty easy. And we clip the tree. Hitboxes on those can be really weird. I do think I kind of fairly hit that one though. Now, it's this hole was the one that was a really big pain for me when I was trying to do the approach challenge. You're like Senate in a really awful spot. I don't remember if I got through on it even actually had a good score for that round. Since it was the first on the list, I kind of got used to just sort of skipping it almost. Might as well, it's on the hog while we're here. And that will do that one. I think we'll probably cut through these pretty fast. Let's go back to the cat hoodie for a while. I'm going to aim this way, so don't clip the tree. So from playing the online one, there's a neat little thing I kind of discovered. It seems like before the game hit its end of life, they were working on upgrading the old characters' graphics. And a decent portion of the art used in this game is the art they were actually using for that. At least for like the character portraits and stuff. There was also a Why, a game. A Why game, not a Why. Seriously? Where did it get the from? That one's called like Super Strike Goal, or something though not Pangea, though it is Pangea. But yeah, portraits used in this are ones later used in the Mo. This is going to be tricky, but we'll go for it. Tomahawk always has kind of a high angle to it. So you can really on it to get over trees and things usually. I don't like that curve at all. That said, it's probably going to even out mostly. I'll just go straight. There we go. It was very close. I'm on near the end of one of these last streams. I had the ball do like a full circle around the cup. With topspin and backspin you can bounce on water. I was in the wrong direction though. It happens. You will notice that there is a clash combo. By some means you can do crazy trick shots off walls, you can get double points for that. I would not know how anyone gets good enough to do that though. There's no walls on this course, but some places have big cliff sides. Ice course has a lot of them. Also Pink Wind has a few. Pink Wind is from the same series as this, it's just got the sakura trees. Really heavies go left. Game kind of gave me that one. I'll take it though. Unfortunately, in my streaming career of this game, I have mostly played 2 courses. There is quite a few in this game, and there's even more in the memo. I feel like the noise that makes is like a noise I heard in Perfect Dark back in the day. They have mostly unique posts. So some tracks will sound old or shared between a few courses. Like I think a lot of the ones for the ice courses are shared between each other. So here for example actually. You can see here how a number of them are shared. This is my favorite one right here. I think it's exclusive to this. I could be wrong though. But yeah, the music is just a really good vibe in this game. It's my sort of thing that shell out to really. I do have to wonder, what do you listen to, Duck? Because I feel like I don't have a great read on it. Okay. I actually like that stuff too. I just don't get a lot of time to listen to it. I mean, I am part Irish, so. I have listened to Tin Cheese before too. Sea shanties, not Counter-Strike and cheese. There was one really good modern band on a few years back. I can probably dig them up. As for Irish Scottish folk, I know I had a disc of some classic stuff, but I know of some kinda fusion bands from here in the States. One of them is quite small. They're like a cross-folk rock cover band. I don't know if they play anymore, but they were called the Hooligans. The other who puts out some really good stuff is called Sir. As for all the groups you're listening to being gone, I grew up on 70s stuff. So most of the groups I listen to are long gone or actively disappearing. Well, these days I listen to a lot more of a sense of VocAlice, but Sir is definitely on it. As for the Hooligans, I have no clue. You might like Sir, they lean a lot more traditional sounding, though almost a little orchestral sometimes too. Some really epic feeling cool kinda music in their stuff as well. If the hooligans are defunct, I'd unironically put their stuff on the internet archive for you middle school. Alice listened to them a lot. And I'm glad you might found something in Sarah. Honestly, I hadn't thought about them in a while, so this conversation reminded me to pick them back up myself. When I had to move computers, I lost all my playlists. So it's kind of been tricky to find all the stuff I used to listen to. I mean, I still have like a lot of the songs on one hard drive. I tried to go for a curve, it didn't work. It's called tactical repositioning. I assure you I am very professional. I meant to make that one a spike. I mean, it's exactly as I planned. I am kind of throwing this a little bit. Doesn't really matter, I've still got a few more holes. Yeah, like this is so forgiving compared to like the other challenges. We'll probably go in the rough hours in the bunker. Watch this drive. Would have been cooler if I didn't have to use an enhancer to make that happen. I felt maybe third to last. There's a few more to go. To get the rings you have to do every single challenge. To get the tournament unlocked, you only have to complete so many. No worries at all. Oh, that was pretty. I mean, I didn't actually get on the green, but a curved tomahawk is fun. Of course, I kind of threw this one. Feel like between the trees, youuuuuu VocAlice. And that should be enough. Let's go. Also, welcome back. I'm an amateur. Okay, so there's 5 more to go. This is a clean approach. That's not. Oh, almost. Almost went into the bunker there. That wasn't terribly good. I tried. We might have to do this one again. As I have to get a pretty good score here. That's not good. Yeah, this sounds probably not happening. Oh well. That's still the rough, are you joking? You try. It was on the very edge of the green. And it counts as rough. Yeah, think of a problem. Oh, that was bad. While we're on the green, a very heavy slope. Overshot it. We only have to get par. This one's basically a score 0 challenge. This being a par 3 is so mean though. I don't know how much power you need to actually get on the green in one hit. I also still don't know why the wind changes like this. Supposedly, it's from the windmills. But I just never know how to aim. I've had it do it on other tracks too. Curses. Oh, come on. Supposedly the wind is being changed by the windmill. I don't really know though. I'm just going to hit the ball here, because I don't think we're actually going to get this one. But you never know, so. Chip and maybe. That's okay, duck, go ahead and get some sleep. Thank you for stopping by. I just freaked out cause that was almost stuffed chicken. See you later, duck. That's not what I wanted. I forget you have to curve it to the other side. Not bad. Okay, one more birdie and this is over. Heck, all I need is just a par. Nope, you only need one down input on that. Learned it the hard way. That's a pretty good approach. I might actually be getting better at this. Well, all money challenges are done. Time for score. I should have pawned it, and as touch, but whatever. Oh, here's a wall, could have shown duck. Yeah, let's have some fun with it. While we're here, why not? Why did we ever decide to have fun with it? Now you see the problem is that we did not bring an stick. Now this time it'll work out perfectly fine. You can actually hit up onto this road. It could be worth a try just to see what happens. Think that tree is in the way, though. Got a little bit of distance off it. Think a spike is probably best here. And that is our Okay. For some reason my guide has it wrong. I may just check something real quick. Nope yet. Okay. So these are backwards for some reason. Random person on game facts, how dare you? How could you possibly get a fact about a game made all the way back in the early mid-2000s wrong? How could you possibly not be a reliable source of information? People these days. Alright, now we know it's too. Cool. I'll also say that cool is very accurate to how I truly say it. One of the few things Vocalizer gets super correct, I guess. I want to jinx it, but it's actually been doing kind of off. Of course now that I say that. Wow, best viewers. That sounds so cool. Let me... That's so useful to my stream and everything. I am going to promote you to moderator. Not really, Joel is the only moderator. Have got him. This is annoying. Not a great spot to be. We'll just curve it. At least it looks cool when you do that. I can still get my power on this. Little bit of backspin. We're not going to super backspin. Close enough. Part of me forgot I was on score, or not money. Sure. We don't need the tomahawk, but it would be funny if it hole-in-ones. I mean, it was pretty close, let's be honest. It's almost like having to play these courses a whole bunch makes you better at them. Who could have guessed? I need to buy more power. This lady does have a name. I don't remember it. Also, I did not mean to do that. I guess we'll golf without steroids, sigh. It's not like those are bad for like 14-year-old girl, I think. He might be like 12. I forget. I just know she's young. Oh, that was close. Unfortunately rolled off into the rough and my life is ruined. I didn't mean that to be a scream of the damned, but it kind of came out that way. It'll work. As it probably be enough, there's like a lot of power loss coming from lick rounds, but gaining from the wind and the backspin. Yeah, this is not looking great. But we can recover this. Just gotta farm up those power shots. They're useful in one of these holes, I'm sure. Maybe this one. I sliced it. Pain. Does it really hurt? It's just like a mental annoyance, you know. An atlas on his cloaks. That is not what I said, but it came up very poetic, so we'll go with that. And you get something better than a par. Ball, please go forwards. I failed to do so. I mean, it was mostly for it. No point in power shouting there. It's going to bring us to probably a par on this one too. I got a lock in, otherwise this ain't happening. I made a very loud utterance there, it did not pick it up. That said, I have freely played enough of Wind Hill. It's a nice place, but I am not coming back here for a while once this is over. Chip in, please. Tao, please, why? Well. We'll just see where this goes. Definitely not where I expected. That was a funny bounce. And that's nowhere close to where I needed to be. We're just dropping this one. Only 3 left to go. Let's actually buy those power-ups. Hold on. New clubs. $15, $8, and $4. Wow, those things are good. I don't have enough. Man, I was like 3 minutes deep, and it remembered where we were at. That's some cool programming. I mean, I'm sure it's probably just a stack-based menu anyways, but... Oh, come on. That's rough. Oh, come on, really? Not this run. Not this run. Oh, we've got rain. I'm not really sure what rain does. All I know is your shots are just kind of worse in the rain, it feels like. Was 16 whole dollars. Well, more like pennies, but it's pa. We take those, so yeah. No. I'm not really sure why it that up input. I didn't actually do anything. Just kind of felt like it. Eight and wind has to be enough to make this gift 87 rain. Oh, more than enough. They'll put like a whole 20 meters on it, what the heck. Or whatever the measurement, the winds and mile. 20 yards. Measurement systems are hard. Alright, we've got pull his back somewhere. Not really sure how he would be able to do this any faster. Don't have strong enough clubs. Maybe if I formed up a double shot, I don't really need one for this. That was nowhere where I wanted that to land. Finally, my biggest struggle is dealing with where the ball is actually going to hit the ground, because that really affects your yardage. Two birdies. And you maybe. As a tiny power spin. I can't get any further than that. And that was terrible. I tried. Yeah, said the land bias. There is going to curve this slightly. Oh, I almost got it. Eagle, please, can I get one on this next course? Even a birdie. Just something. Anything. Okay, I think we can do it. I'm expecting some curve from the wind. Oh, and it's pretty straight too. Give me a second to try and trace this pass. That's a pretty small left bias the entire time. I took the pick. I made lots of sounds there. I'm glad it picked up some sort of word. Okay. We need a birdie. Don't drop this shot, please. Perfect. Right on the fairway. Hopefully, that's not too far. Ah! Mystery out straight, and then is going to spur really hard. It'll gain a little bit of speed along the way. Oh, that's probably not hard enough. Why? I'm struggling, Jack. We'll see if this is a birdie, and then I'll go back and buy the better clubs. It was not a birdie. New clubs. So these should be pretty big power. Question is playing someone who actually has higher strength. 25. They're both 25. $25 as well. Oops, I didn't even mean to hit that. I don't have the money. His company better as Aztecs. But I can get a record, 26. With the ring that will put us at 29. $252-yard drive. And the control doesn't feel too bad. It's very silly playing this with the umbrellas. Have a rainbow trail. Okay, we found the gayest clubs. We're never using anything else. Of course, if I can hit the birdie to save my life. That was not a bad drive given the wind. The ass should been easy put. I didn't say that. That should be uneasy upon is what I said. Okay, listen, vocalizer, you've been doing good tonight, but do you want me to scrap you? Because I will absolutely do it. It's really not your fault, its own device. Hidden sound device just does not work that well for me. It's probably because I'm on a very old version, but lesson, as long as we get past this hole, I am fine. I like how I'm struggling to get a yardage to get even higher in this game. Like even approach the concept of 300 yards. Meanwhile, the online game has people shooting over 400. Might just be a private server thing. I would not know. I should have used a tomahawk here. Staying neutral. I just have to not drop at the next 3 holes and get at least 1 birdie. I was saying, come on. I mean, this will never be as much trouble as the approach challenges gave me, but That's not actually going to reach the green. But it's worth a shot anyways. What in the world? Okay, just destroy all my hopes and dreams, that's fine. Rub it in, why don't ya? We can't make it at that point. Let's go work on some different courses. I am released holes. I am so tired of those. I have done those so many times. I need a break. I mean, sometimes it can help to crystallize skill and memory to give things a little bit of a rest. Very strong downwards. Think this is about right. Perfect. I'm a machine that turns golf balls into moderately decent scores. Or something like that. Of course this one's going to be all sorts of messed up. This one's just a recovery round. That wind is so strong. It always feels like it really affects like the wedges so much. Didn't think I was going to get that one. Keeps us in the neutral for longer. And this one's got all the funny hills and things. I'm sure there's some sort of trick shot you could do off of the cobblestone. I am not built for that. Yeah, I saw that coming. I know it's not letting me go aggressively wrong club type. See, if I was playing new Turf Masters, they will use the driver anywhere. I mean, it's not good most of the time, but it is funny. And it has its uses. I'll have to get the Switch hooked up for that one. This version isn't as good. Or it could bring out the new Geo emulator. Because nobody actually owns a Neo Geo. It was only like nearly $1,000 on release. Something like that is very exorbitant, very much in the higher range of hundreds of dollars. Then again, it was an arcade machine at home, so. Why do you every time I don't put it back spin on this? I regret it. I'm a machine that turns promising drives into middling cars. See if I'm gonna bounce off the ledge. Don't wanna curb too hard. Just gotta get around the tree. And there we go. Whereas if Elsa built up a giant amount of power shots and haven't used them yet. Minima as well right here, you know. Poof. Bad slice on that. This is a slant, if I've ever seen one. This game doesn't teach you about the slanted surfaces. I don't think that the online game did. I never took notice of them before. That was a pretty good approach. Answer is not always line it up with the line, but kind of tends to be the answer in these shallow cases. When I look at it, I try to visualize the ball actually rolling to the side. Just cause I don't want to risk anything. I spike hole in one would be so cool. This is the last one, right? Okay, yay. That was entirely unnecessary, but I wanted to. I about threw those run. Actually no, cancel that. Look at this perfect pot, look how easy this is. This was all planned all along. Yep, exactly. That's one done, gives us a little bit of supply money to work with. Alright, let's buy some Aztecs. Cool. Best ball. And some power shots, I guess. Do I really need a wind remover? I don't think so. Watch me need a wind remover. Really just these three again, that's all. Nah, it's not worth doing. That'd be funny but not worth it. That wind is not going to let us get to that green flag. We can try. Hey, there we go. Oh, okay. So it initially curves off, and then there's a slight drift. Yeah, I feel like that's enough. Stylish. That was a camera angle if I have ever seen one. They hired the mole man cameraman. All up in the sand doing his thing. And you might be asking yourself, what in the world are you going on about, Alice? And the answer is I don't know, it's late. Perfectly in the bunker as planned. Go look at this. This is going to be ridiculous. Wait, that was actually cooler than I intended. That said, I don't know what this is. I feel like just lean a little bit this way, and it's probably up. No. I definitely tried though. We got the so we're still in it. My thing with Pangaea is that sometimes you could play it safe. But this game what you do so many crazy things, why would you ever play it safe? I mean you have to do it, sometimes burns. All the cool things you could be doing. Yeah, I saw that coming. I didn't have a power shot to use. And we just shoot and hope it works. Always so close. Oh, unfortunately this will ruin our score. New things in the shop. One less power than what we just bought, but it's got a lot of control. Actually, the stats are crazy. Well, too bad we spent all our money already. Kate outfit, so let's buy a few more power boosters. Feel like I need one for the nightmare. That is the final wholeness. That should be good. The wind should carry forwards. Have to worry about rolling. I'm just going to quit. We're gonna try that again. Every possible emotion all in 3 seconds. Okay, fine. That didn't work like I wanted it to. It gets very hard to get a panga on a power shot with these gloves. We take a paw. We just need one birdie, 2 pars. Controller disconnected. I'ma go over here. That's about as good a shot. I already used it, so I can't take it back. Okay, so we are looking at it starts off slow, then dips kind of hard, and then continues to dip pretty far. I think this will be about as good as I can get. Ha ha ha! Well, we tried. Timing on this one's going to be kind of hard, but I think that'll be as good as it can get. Hurrah, very close. Thankfully their kind in the screen is very flat. Finally, alright, now it's back to this one. Let's go for it. Can we close out the night with the power ring 3? Given that win, yeah, something about like this honestly. Didn't rotate as much as I figured it would. I kind of just do some of the putting based on the vibes. I revives that one. It happens. Nothing gained, nothing lost. And hooked it. Honestly, the hook might have been good. I'm expecting this to get moved to the side a lot in the air. Slice is going to change this a bit. Not as much as I thought it would. It almost worked. Oh well. There's only like some vacuum power on that. Who is Gillick pulled right in. I don't know what Gillick is. I don't know what this thing thinks I'm saying. I feel like after a certain point me complaining about this thing getting what I'm saying wrong sounds like I'm on trial or something. I'm actually going to slice into this one intentionally. Why I was going to and then I hit upon yeah. Somehow I did not end up going a direction I thought I would. Just farm up a little bit of power points while I'm here. I feel like if you recover a bad approach into a card's something you know. Cause he could go away worse. I'm not taking any chances on this. I've started to use the spike a lot more. Man, I know that the tomahawk broadly tends to be the best one. Almost got that one. I think if we spike over on this one, this might work. Also feels like it was barely on the edge of the panga range. Oh, this is beautiful, let's go. Yeah, unless I completely beef it, I don't think we have any issues getting to the end of this. Well, I just have to get a par. On this course that shouldn't be the worst. Been surprised though. I am very good at throwing a good run. You know, like how that almost went into the bunker right there. That sort of thing. This might be a little bit overkill. I would not even know how to begin how to process this shot. We're just doing us. Okay, I severely overestimated it. Kale lower, left corner. Okay. Let's go, we finally finished it. Only it took about 2.5 hours. Accuracy ring. What do you mean accuracy ring 3? Did game facts lie to me? Rather supercheats.com. Okay. So in my defense, this list is formatted terribly. There is like no divide in between. Like there's no spacing. Look at this. Absolutely no spacing whatsoever. Okay. We have the ring, I guess. I really gotta start double checking this stuff before I spend hours trying to get this. Now we have to do Deep Inferno, I guess. Well, I will stop making up excuses for my small, tiny, very minuscule brain. And we'll just call it there for the night, cause I am tired. Is there anything new in the gamble shop? Yes. Okay, we've got to spend money on this. Cool. I don't really play cast, but cool. Oh, come on. Oh well, we're broke. My dreams of a power ring are crushed. Sounds like a successful night in Pongo. Well, following that, I'll go find someone to read. I'm smart and I have a giant brain. Something like that. So is reading gonna work tonight? Oh yeah, sure, here, the art lady. Uh, can we make it work through? I think the raid's been started. It's really hard to know. Again, it gives me like no feedback on my side. This gets really awkward at the end of every stream. Anyways, I'll see you next time.